I just wanted to give a bit of an introduction to today's walk, because I don't think I did it justice as I was walking along. It's from Garrigill to, well, I've said Burnstones. I always think it's a bit contrived, this bit of the walk, because you've done High Cup Nick and then Cross Fell, which are the obvious highlights, although if you saw my previous video you realise I didn't think Cross Fell was much of a highlight. And the next bit to look forward to is the Roman Wall. But between the two there's this area of lowland to get through. You start walking along the river at Garrigill to Alston, move up above the river to Epiarcum, and then go back down to the river to Slaggyford before you move off onto Blenkinsop Moors and across to Greenhead. It's all pleasant enough walking, but it just is not the same as the open moors, and you don't really get that again until you get to Blenkinsop Moors, which for me it will be the following day.
Hi there, it's an old man on the Pennine Way again. I'm never really sure what day it is, possibly 16, but it would have been on the title. I'm going from Garrigill, which I've just left, to somewhere Burnstones probably, up halfway towards the Roman Wall. It's quite muggy, lots of flies about. It was raining earlier on when we left our caravan site, but it's due to be okay, I think. Okay, just a nice view of the South Tyne River. I'm just walking back that way. Gorgeous valley where I'm in. It's the valley of the Tyne, South Tyne. I can see the group of people I met on Knockfell yesterday, somewhere up ahead there. It's a lowland walk most of the day today. First place we get to is Alston.
This is about halfway between Garrigill and Alston. The river's quite pleasant here. There's the bouldery bit, but quite often the bed of the river is made up of large slabs of look like limestone and gives it an unusual character.
So I'm just in the outskirts of Hello Ducks. Just in the outskirts of Alston, which you seem to bypass. I was walking with the people I met on near Knock Old Man yesterday, so I omitted to find our campsite at Alston, which was never going to be easy to find anyway. We shouldn't have camped there anyway, but after getting heat exhaustion going up the road to Great Dun Fell, so I started to feel really ill by the time we got here. So in the end I couldn't walk any further, and we put the tent up wherever we were, but it was 9:30, gone 9:30 at night. It was dark, and we left early next morning because we hadn't got any food. And the next day, the whole of the next day, I felt terrible. really bad walking along around here. So we also realised that we were one day short on finishing the walk. So the day that I felt really ill was the day we should have been walking twice as far as we could. And in the end, I have to admit that we cut the corner off from Linley Viaduct, went through Holtwhistle, and then walked along the military road to Once Brood Youth Hostel. And I was walking in a dream most of the time. It was a horrible day, but we got there, and the following day I felt better, so we could actually do something. So I'm adjacent to Alston there. So onwards. Okay, I've reached the Roman fort of Epiarchum, Whitley Castle they call it here. It was designed to help protect the lead trade from all the hills around here, from all the lead mines in the hills around here. It's a strange shape because it had to fit onto a plateau in this hillside, so it's lozenge shape rather than playing card shape. But I think there are 7 earth embankments and ditches all the way around it, so it's quite a complex one. I'm going to go down into it anyway. So I'm on the outermost embankment here. I'm going to walk to the middle of the fort. That's the outer embankment. That's the next one. That's one of the ditches. Next embankment. Next ditch. Next embankment. Ditch. Embankment. Ditch. Embankment. Ditch. Embankment. Ditch. Up to the final embankment. So this is the inside of the fort here. I don't think any of it's been excavated, but they do have a group of volunteers who regularly sift molehills. So I think I'm about in the centre of the fort now. So these must be the Principia and such like at the middle of the fort. Come to the very edge. Pennine Way disappears over above those trees somewhere, I think, but you can see quite well defined embankments here. I met Ros in the middle of the fort and had lunch. Then she went round the fort while I carried on walking. This is in the middle of the trees
that you saw in the previous photograph.
This is the viaduct for the South Tyne Railway Company, which I think is now a preserved line. You know, there are rails up there and people trying to get stuff ready. Quite an oasis of calm, because I can't hear the road anymore. The whole afternoon I'll have the road alongside me. Very pleasant. I just had lunch with Ros at Epiarchum. And we're back on the Pennine Way. She's looking around the fort still. I'm back amongst the fields, which is always difficult. I couldn't see all the stiles back there and just search around for a while. I'm past Slaggyford now, on the South Tyne Trail, I think. So that's the South Tyne Railway just there, the line's just finished there.
Very close to the end I came across this herd of cows. I didn't video them, but I did take the still shot after I'd gone past them. I didn't really want to disturb them, and they were sitting quite happily actually on the path by the stile, so I had to go there. So I was picking my way through them, actually talking to them and saying, excuse me ladies, and then I looked up and I saw that the cow that I was actually talking to was in fact the bull, and he was sitting on the ground quite happily about a metre away from me. As I walked past the bull and then the cows, I realised they'd actually got young calves with them. So inadvertently I'd broken virtually every rule there is about walking through cows in open fields. But they were fine, didn't move, didn't even blink an eyelid. I didn't actually finish this video, so that was day 16 for an old man on the Pennine Way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.